A quick guide to becoming wealthy. What do you think of when you hear the words rich or wealthy? Do you use these two terms synonymously? Most people do. The fact is though that these two words have completely different meanings. When I first got started in business back in 1999 to 2000, I also thought they essentially meant the same thing. Simply having a lot of money. But over the years I have come to a completely new and different meanings for those two words. And as I continue to grow in my financial literacy, I am sure my own personal definitions will change as well. What is the meaning of rich? Whenever I do seminars, webinars, or I am at a conference, I almost always ask either the audience or the persons I'm speaking with what they think of the word rich. Most people I have questioned generally give me an answer of someone having more than $1 million. So if you have $1 million, apparently you are rich. To me, that is actually not the case. For me, you need to have $20 million or more to be considered rich. Why? Well, let me ask you this. Let's say you have $1 million and you want to go buy a nice house in a place like Texas. A nice house is going to cost you about $500,000 easily. So if you buy that house and you only have $500,000 left, you are not rich anymore, are you? Also, with only $1 million, you really have to think about what you are wanting to buy still. Want to buy a house and maybe a couple cars? Oops, not rich anymore. But, if you had $20 million, you could buy a nice big house if you wanted, a couple fabulous cars, and travel the world and still be incredibly rich. The problem with just being rich though is at some point, your money will run dry. And you will be right back in the rat race. Being wealthy though is something completely different. And when you learn the difference, your idea of what you need for your future will change. To me, being wealthy is not necessarily about having millions of dollars. Not at all. It's about freedom. You don't even need millions of dollars to be free to do whatever you want, whenever you want. What you need is to have more money coming in somewhat passively than you have expenses. So let's say your dream lifestyle was going to cost you $8,000 each and every month to have. If you can produce $9,000 per month passively, then you are free. You are wealthy. Wealth is about money always coming in no matter what. It comes in during the days. It comes in even while you sleep. That is very different to being rich. If you are wealthy, your money doesn't just dry up like it eventually will with just being rich. Look for ways to build cash flow. Not just accumulate money in a bank account. Cash flow is the lifeblood of the wealthy. And if you ever want to get out of the rat race, then you need to focus on cash flow. Building your cash flow up guarantees that should you lose your job, a recession hits, or most life-changing events happen, you still have money coming in. And cash flow can be built through a lot of different means. Real estate, online businesses, brick and mortar businesses, stocks, etc. The sky's the limit. This is how no matter what happens, the wealthy keep making money, day in and day out. And you can do it as well. I do not care about having $1 billion or anything like that. What I care about is having so much money, in the form of cash flow, coming in each and every month that it 100% covers all my expenses, and then some. And at some point, if you continue building cash flow you will be both wealthy and rich.